Are you looking for a reliable SUV with a lot of space and it can tow? Well, you're going to want to check out the 25 Honda Pilot Elite. And today I'm going to take my very first test drive in it. That means I'm going to need an expert like Justin here.
Hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing?
Doing well.
What's up, guys?
It's a cold day here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, it's brisk. Yep.
Let's get this thing out on the road and test it out.
This sounds good. Let's check it out.
If you're interested in a Pilot, come check us out. We're online at smailhonda.com. What exterior color do we have on this Pilot Elite, Justin?
This is the modern steel metallic.
And it looks really nice. I think whenever the sunlight hits it, it's a sharper, brighter kind of gray. Some metallic flakes in there?
You do. You have the metallic flake in there. And just showing the front, you have the Honda symbol in the front. That's your radar for the forward collision brake mitigation system.
Okay.
You have the camera in the front that you can see there as well. Bumper sensors in the front. But you can see you have the full LED lights.
And the LED running lights,
yes,
too.
you do. Yep.
Nice little chrome accents on the front as well.
Absolutely. That's specific to the Elite model there. And then coming around the side, you have the 20-inch wheels.
Chrome accents continue along the side. Looks like you have automatic folding mirrors there on the side.
So when you lock and unlock the vehicle, it'll actually fold in the mirrors for you automatically. With the Elite, you get the roof rails on the top of the vehicle as well. That comes standard.
We have keyless entry,
Smart entry, yeah. All you have to do is just put your hand through the handle, we'll unlock the vehicle.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is tap the ridges at the top there. That will lock it up. And you actually have the walk-away auto locking function too. So if you don't even want to do that, just walking away from the vehicle, have to have the key fob on you, we'll lock it up automatically. Coming through the back here, you see you have the chrome accents for the exhaust. You have the rear bumper sensors as well, the Elite badging. I wasn't sure if you knew, this has the kick gate.
Okay, so if I kick my foot underneath just like that.
Yep, opens up the back tailgate for you.
Boy, I love it when it happens the first time. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it opens and it closes it too. So you can obviously put the seats down in the back. You do have some cargo space here.
Yeah, lots of cargo
space
back.
You're able to put the middle seat for the second row back here and store it. So you can make the Pilot a 7 or an 8 passenger on the fly while you're out on the road.
Wow, that's amazing. Let's get into this vehicle because it's cold out here.
Sure is.
Jumping into the seats inside, Justin, it looks like we can put these forward, right?
You can. You can actually drop them. You can drop them down flat. Go ahead and put it up.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is hit this button on the side. That'll actually slide the seat forward so that you can get into the third row.
Okay, so I could actually just get up into there if I wanted to.
Exactly. You have a step right here that you can step up on. Once you're back there, you do notice that there's cup holders back there, a USB-C port, and you have the vents for the heat and the air conditioning. But what's really cool is when you're sitting back here, all you have to do is just hit that button that will release the seat forward so you can exit the vehicle.
Well, let's check out these second row seats. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. We obviously have these nice perforated black leather with the white and gray stitching on there. Getting in here, we have, you know, an armrest if we really want to, or I can put this up, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it can make it an 8 passenger, and remember that you can actually take that middle seat out and put it in, stow it in the back in that compartment in the back tailgate like I was showing before. Well,
that's really cool. And some other things that we have back here, heated seats.
Heated seats for the outboard seats in the second row. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
We have our climate controls back here, some ventilation, charging options, 115 volt outlet
like a
there,
two-prong
outlet with 2 USB-C fast charging ports. That's really nice to have. And how about all this storage in the back of these seats?
You even have a cell phone holder right there.
You're right, we do, right there. That's really cool to have. And you know, one of my favorite features, not so much today, but we have this vertical visibility with this gigantic panoramic sunroof back here. And if we want to cut back visibility, we have shades on the door as well too, right?
Yep.
Really cool.
You got the sunshades for the doors. You got a lot of space here. You got the cup holders on the door as well. The speakers. You got the nice design here. This is kind of neat to show. This little pocket in the top. That one goes unnoticed.
I didn't even see that. That's
pretty cool. Huh? Yep.
Maybe for a tablet.
Exactly.
All right, guys, let's get this thing out on the road. It's cold.
Yeah.
Here we are in the front seats of the 25 Pilot for the first time, and man, everything looks great. It's like a black interior in here with the black leather throughout. Let's go ahead and start things up and put my foot on the brake. We have a fully digital display in front of me, right? As well as a, looks like an infotainment screen here.
Yep, it's a 9-inch touchscreen.
Wow, looks nice. It looks like it's very vibrant. It looks like it has everything up here. What all do we have in this before we start?
Yeah, so you have Sirius XM satellite free for 3 months. FM, AM radio, of course, your Bluetooth audio as well. But along with the Bluetooth connection with your cell phone, you do have the Apple CarPlay Android Auto integration.
Okay.
With the smartphone connection. It's a wireless integration. So
Okay.
you don't have to plug in. You can actually set your phone down here. There's a wireless phone charger as well.
Okay.
So you can have that wireless integration and use your navigation if you want. There is a standard navigation from the from Honda already on the vehicle standard. But that comes with the Elite model.
Well, while you were inside dealing with a customer, I was playing around with this thing, and I do have to say, I'm going to press buttons whenever I'm in here, sitting here, and nobody's watching me. So first thing I wanted to show off was this cabin talk here, right?
Yep.
So what's pretty cool, if I have somebody in the back seat, right? There's speakers back there. So during a car ride, you're a little bit, it's a little bit noisy, or maybe you're listening to music or whatever the case is, and you want somebody, the kids in the back seat, to listen to you.
Yep.
So you hit cabin talk there,
Yep.
and whenever I hit that,
Yep.
you can hear there's a speaker back there with my voice. So I can yell at you from the front seat.
You get that echo.
Yeah, a little bit of an echo up here, obviously. But yeah, now they can hear me very clearly back there.
They can, yeah, pretty cool feature.
So also scrolling through up here, it looks like we have Wi-Fi hotspot. What is that exactly?
Wi-Fi hotspot allows any occupants to connect their phones to the internet while they're inside of the vehicle.
So that's cool. That's probably a subscription service that you get with that. Honda Link, what does that do?
So it's the ability to view some aspects of the vehicle while you're not in the vehicle on your phone, so on your smartphone, but you're able to do some really cool stuff with the Elite model. You can actually remote start your vehicle from the cell phone, from the app.
Wow.
You can lock and unlock the vehicle. Yep, anywhere.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
And that subscription is free for 3 months. That's the remote subscription for Honda Link. But you have other features that are available the whole time you're in the vehicle. So there's not a subscription for like the basic and the Link, which allows you to view the owner's manual digitally.
Okay.
You can schedule service appointments, get recall notifications, really cool stuff on the Honda Link app. Yep.
First thing I'm noticing on the left-hand side here, Justin, we have 3 buttons. Looks like that's going to be our trunk button.
Yep.
That's our traction control system off, right?
Yep, exactly.
And above that, what's that?
So that's the heated windshield wiper. So here in the winter time, you hit your wipers and it rips the blades off.
Yeah.
So the vehicle, you can hit that button, that'll heat the windshield wipers so that doesn't happen.
That's very convenient for the wintertime. So on the steering wheel itself, we have our volume controls for our radio. Looks like our seeking buttons. We have a push to talk button.
Yep.
So that will allow you to access your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
Yep,
to
exactly.
do searches and, if you want navigation, that type of thing. Make phone calls, send text messages, all that through that button.
Yep.
What I'm also noticing is that whenever I scroll here, it's giving me access to my radio features up there in my phone.
Yeah. So the best way to think about this, the left side of the steering wheel is your audio and your smartphone connection.
Down below here, we have heated steering wheel
you do.
option. That's nice for days like today. And on the right side of the steering wheel, here's our cruise control. Actually, it's adaptive cruise control.
Yes, it is.
And lane keep assist.
Yep.
And we have one of these roller knobs here
scroll
too.
Bar. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to change the things on the right side of your dashboard here.
It does. Yeah.
Obviously, we have things like compass, drive, safety awareness, your traction. For your
that's
tires.
your all-wheel drive system showing you work in real time while you drive. Who's buckled up, who's not.
Crap!
Pretty
I'm not
cool,
buckled up.
Yep, you were not buckled up.
I almost
in
forgot. Yeah, luckily we didn't go anywhere. So scrolling down, we have maintenance.
Yep, the vehicle tells you when to get the oil changed. I mean, how easy is that?
Yeah, and tire pressure is great.
And then that safety support. Do me a favor. Yep, there you go. You clicked on it. You're able to access and disable and enable features in the Honda sensing technology.
Obviously, you have other things like, here's a big one, heads-up display. I'm seeing it right in front of me, and I didn't even think to ask you about that. But we do have our miles per hour up there. We have a speed limit sign, and that's just right in front of me, easy to view.
Very easy. And if you start to use some of the other features like Lane Keep Assist, it'll actually show that up on the heads-up display as well.
Cool. And Justin, I noticed we have all of our light settings here for our headlights. We have auto, huh?
You can keep it on auto all the time and never ever take it out of auto.
That's
It'll
awesome.
actually automatically turn your lights on at night, turn them off during the daytime. You have automatic high beams at night too, so
Oh,
it'll
wow.
automatically turn your high beams on and off for you. Now in the auto setting, let's say you have your windshield wipers on during the daytime, if there's a storm, it will turn your headlamps on automatically. That's a PA state law. So just having it in the auto setting, you don't have to worry about it at all. The one in the inward there, that's your fog lamps.
Looking at our windshield wipers, it looks like we have an auto feature for that as well,
You
too,
do,
right?
Yep, you can keep it in auto. There's actually a sensor in the top of the windshield, kind of below the camera. That's for
Okay.
road departure and lane keep assist, the Honda sensing. That will indicate if it's raining. It'll actually turn your windshield wipers on automatically for you. And they're sensitive to how hard the rain is. So if it's a heavy rain, it'll turn it on faster and slow it down on its own.
I'll tell you what, something I noticed in my vehicle that I wish that I had that it looks like this does have is whenever I use the windshield wipers in the back, that's going to help clean that camera.
Yep, there's a nozzle
Yeah.
that actually sprays the back camera. And there's one in the front as well. And I'll spray the front camera.
Oh,
There it goes.
wow.
Yep. And that will spray the front wiper for you, or excuse me, the front lens for you. So there's a little tiny black nozzle on the front and the back right next to the camera lens. While we have this up, while you're in drive, at lower speeds, you can actually have this camera on and you
Okay.
can see what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And you can change a view. Go ahead and hit that button there. That shows you on the left and the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have your satellite, bird's eye view.
So with the AC controls here, pretty self-explanatory, but we do have heated and cooled seats
Yes, you do.
for the driver and the passenger
Yep.
there, which is cool.
Yep.
You have your rear settings. You have your charging options here. You have USB-A, USB-C, and a 12-volt charger. We mentioned that wireless charging there.
Yep.
And your shifter is just the push-button shifter, which is really cool.
Yeah, you have a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it's just push button.
We do have our drive modes down here. Let's check those out real quick. So starting out, we're in normal, right?
Exactly. Yep. And you can switch up to sport, which actually changes the sound of the engine whenever you.
Oh, okay.
We could test it out
We'll
when
test
we get out
that
on the
out.
road.
Yeah.
Econ for your long trips to maximize your fuel. Snow mode will more evenly distribute your all-wheel drive system. So you're always in all-wheel drive, but that will give you the more peace of mind in inclement weather. Trail for off-roading. Yep. If you want to do some
That just turned
light
off our
off-roading.
stability control.
It does,
too,
yeah,
so.
to allow your wheels to continue to spin. So in the lower modes, trail and go ahead and switch down. I'll just show you sand as well. We'll keep the stability assist off, again, to allow your wheels to rotate. Stability assist is designed to brake your wheels to keep you on the road at higher speeds. So at slower speeds, you don't need it, and that's why it's disabled.
And what's really nice is that if you are doing off-roading, doing trail, this is the front camera.
Sure is.
So it's gonna, there might be a little bit of a blind spot there,
Yeah.
and it's nice to have that coverage.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see what's in front of this front end,
Yep. Yep. If you're on a back trail road and you don't want to hit a big rock or something like that,
Yeah.
it's going to show it right there on the screen.
And
for
just
you.
like we were showing
And
before.
side to side,
Side
too.
to side.
Yep.
Really cool. And the last mode's the tow mode,
The tow
right?
mode, yeah. So you can tow up to 5,000 pounds with the vehicle. So if you have it in the tow mode, the low speed brake control rear does turn off with the parking sensors as well so that they don't beep. So
Sure.
tow mode is just the simplest drive mode to put it in there whenever you're towing something.
We have our idle engine off button, always good to have. And it looks like this button's your hill descent control.
It is, yeah. So when you're heading down a hill, you can actually set the throttle between 2 and 12 miles an hour, and it will lock the throttle at that speed and allow you to just steer and concentrate steering going down a really steep hill.
We have our electronic parking brake here.
You just lift up on it to set it, and then depressing the brake pedal and pressing down on that will release it.
Cool.
And then just like the other Hondas that have the electronic brake, as long as you're buckled up, if you forget to disable that and you put it into drive or reverse, it'll disable that automatically for you.
We also have one of our favorite things, brake hold,
brake
right?
hold.
I have brake hold on, I'm in drive here, and let's say that we're in traffic, I come to a complete stop, right?
Yep.
What that is showing me up here is hold on my dashboard. I can take my foot off the brake.
Yep.
We're not going anywhere,
Yep.
right?
You're resting your foot while you're in drive.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is just hit the accelerator to release it, and it will keep it in the standby mode. Every time you come to a complete stop, it'll lock up for you. So you don't have to hit the button every time you want to use it. You can have it the whole time you're driving as long as you're buckled up.
Really great to have.
Yep.
in this leather armrest. Looks like we have a bunch of space restoring stuff.
Sure do.
And what's really nice, it looks like we have a bottom that comes out.
Yeah,
you can wash
lift it
that.
up. You got the automatic dimming rear view mirror with the HomeLink system on there. That's what those buttons are. So you can program up to 3 garage doors with the HomeLink system. Very simple to operate.
Very nice panoramic sunroof that we haven't touched on since we moved up here.
Yep.
But you do have a shade for it, and you can open it and close it pretty easily.
Exactly. So the shade's already back, and you can actually put the shade forward, obviously closing it or opening it. The moonroof will open to right about there. It doesn't go all the way back.
Right. But it lets in a lot of air, and you get so much more visibility with that open, which I really like.
They have the auto setting. You can stop it anywhere along the way, but I'll let that go all the way back and just show you the moonroof. One touch all the way back as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you have the little bug catcher up there too.
Your windshield up there is going to protect you from all that harsh wind and noise and bugs and stuff that can fly in through there. So,
but then one touch all the way forward, and it ensures a tight seal. You are able to ventilate it just by hitting the middle button. All you do is just press on the middle button. It'll ventilate it, and all the way forward ensures a tight seal.
Wow.
And while we're up here, you got your sunglass holder that doubles as an eye in the sky to keep track on the kids in the back.
I know what you're doing back there. Well, that was a ton of features, Justin.
Yeah, sure was.
Looks like we didn't even touch on this Bose speaker system.
No, we didn't. Yeah, we can play a little bit of music later. Yeah.
So really cool. Let's get this thing out on the road.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's get this thing out onto the highway. Wow. Well, it definitely sounds, I hear that V6 engine really kick in there.
Oh, yeah.
That was our blind spot monitor.
That was, yep. So you have that audible and visual. So if you don't see that indicator showing that your blind spot, that somebody's there, if you have your turn signal on like you did, it'll beep inside of the cabin for you too. But yeah, that power that you were feeling, Brian, that was 285 horsepower for that 3.5 V6.
And that's really good, especially if you're
almost 300 horsepower for sure. Yep.
Yeah, for towing things, it's pretty adequate for a lot of different operations that you would do, whether you're off-roading or whatever the case is. Maybe even like a sporty ride. Let's go ahead and kick it over into sport.
Yeah, we can even do a U-turn to check out the turning radius if you want to.
Let's do that. All right, so let's do this turning radius, see how tightly we can turn. I think we're going to beat this Optima in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we totally beat that.
Oh, my God, you stayed within the lines, too.
Yep. Very much within the lines, very tight turning radius.
Yep.
And I'm hearing more of that engine here now that we're in sport mode. I'm just going to hit the accelerator a little bit.
You got it. Go for it.
Wow. that V6, you could tell it's a V6.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
We drive a lot of vehicles that have the turbo 4-cylinder, and it's, this V6, you can definitely tell a difference.
It's nice to have the power there.
Yeah, it really is. So right here on the steering wheel, I went ahead and activated lane keep assist. It's this button right here.
Yep.
Tell me what this is doing for us, Justin.
So you see the indicators green on the dash there, and in those lines next to the Pilot, that's the camera letting you know that it's mapped out the lines in the road. If you start to drift, and I never suggest taking your hands off the wheel, but if you're not paying attention, it'll actually keep you centered in the lane when you're driving.
So we just went around a little bit of a turn there, and it kind of helped us around there without me doing
That's
anything.
both the lane keep assist and the road departure mitigation that's helping out, and there it's telling you to put your hands back on the wheel. So it actually knows if your hands aren't on the wheel.
It knows I'm driving like a maniac. It's telling me, hey, pay
Yep.
attention. To set the adaptive cruise control,
you just hit that button right there. That's your cruise button. Let's go ahead and you actually disabled it.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. So that little indicator on there will let you know that your cruise is on. When it's lit green, that's how you know it's set. And the camera has caught view of that vehicle in front of us. That's why that vehicle is actually outlined in green. And you always want to be, mindful of traffic stopping fast in front of you. But as long as you are within the speed of traffic, it's actually going to match the speed of the vehicle in front of you, keep you at a safe distance, which you can actually change the interval there with that button. And it'll match the speed of the vehicle in front of you. When you get in the fast lane and nobody's in front of you, it just pops you back up to whatever speed you had set on your cruise. And it does it all automatically for you.
And this is doing a really great job. Whenever they're braking in front of me, it's braking me. So that's really great.
Yep.
That will come all the way down to a complete stop, right?
It will.
Justin, the warranty on the Pilot, what is that?
So you have the 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive warranty. That's all the electronics and bells and whistles and computer systems that run the vehicles and the motors for the seat and the moonroof and all that stuff, all the electrical components. You have a 5-year 60 on your powertrain, which is your engine, drivetrain, transmission, and your all-wheel drive system. And with Honda, with the new 2025s, you have 1 year of complimentary maintenance on your regular scheduled maintenance. It's from Honda. So most people would probably redeem 2 of those within the first year.
Checking out this backup camera, putting the vehicle into reverse, we can obviously see we have projected lines, right, Justin?
Yep. So we have the widest angle view right now because we don't have the bird's eye view up. So you can have that big view if you want. Just to show you, you can change this and just show you have more of a wide angle view here.
Yes.
This is more of a concentrated view. And then of course you can bring up the aerial view, which shows you your direction of your wheels too. So go ahead and spin the wheel that way and you'll see how they kind of turn.
Oh yeah,
Pretty neat.
shows me.
Yep.
And obviously we're getting an alert right now that that pulls behind me, right?
Yep, the backup. Yep, exactly.
Closer I get, it's actually telling me where in the vehicle it is too.
It starts off yellow, gets orange, and then red when you get real close. Here we go.
Right here we have cross traffic monitoring going off because we have a vehicle coming from our right side close to us, and it's just alerting me that somebody's back there, right?
Exactly. And it will work either direction, you know, so if they're coming from the left or the right, it will beep and indicate what side they're coming from with those arrows.
So that was my test drive of the 25 Pilot Elite. Amazing SUV. Justin, if they have questions about this vehicle, how can they contact you?
Sure. Well, they can visit me right here on Route 30 in Greensburg. Ask for me, Justin Thompson, or visit us online at smailhonda.com.
That's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
Thanks, guys.